Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, guys. Celtic Warband here, and today I am bringing you a special treat. This is a 1 vs 1 in the Elder Scrolls Total War mod for Medieval 2 Total War. I was joined by Adams97. He's a guy that I played a lot of Napoleon content with, but he does have the Elder Scrolls mod. So we were able to download that together and play a few battles. And this one was the most epic of the three, so I'm going to upload this for you guys as kind of as the kickoff to my Elder Scrolls content. Now, if any of you guys do have any of the mods downloaded for Medieval 2, so Elder Scrolls, Hyrule, Beginning of the End Times, Third Age Reforged, please reach out to me because I'm always looking to get more of this modded content on my channel. But I just find that really next to no one plays these Medieval 2 mods, which is too bad because they're quite fun. But yeah, let's take a look at the army compositions and then we'll get the battle underway. So I am playing as the clans of the Black Marsh, so the Argonians. So I've got 4 units of these Argonian hunters in the front. If we kind of zoom down, take a look at them. So I think these are the cheapest archers that you can get as them. So they're not really OP or anything. They're just kind of something to fire some volleys as my troops move into position. And then in behind I've got some Argonian spearmen. Again, pretty cheap. Nothing really spectacular about them. But then in behind here I've got 3 units of these elite clan warriors. And these guys are monsters. And we will see that during the battle. And then in behind that, I've got my Argonian men-at-arms. This is kind of my staple, the meat of my army. And they're pretty good. There's some heavy infantry. They got some shields and swords. I love the tails, too. It kind of looks weird, you know. Definitely not human-like, but really cool to see. So that's mostly my army. I've got a few other units here, though. I've got 2 units of the Shadow Hunters, or Shadowscales, sorry. And they're like a double sworded unit, and they are also classed as heavy infantry. They're almost like assassins type thing, and they are very, very elite. They do lots of work in this battle, as we will see. So I've got 1 of those on either side, and then I've got 2 units of Argonian light cavalry. It's kind of funny that lizards are riding on horses, but again, nothing too spectacular or anything, just something to combat the enemy cavalry. And then lastly, where is... I actually don't know where my general is. Oh, yes, duh, I played this battle, and I already forgot my general is over here. He's also an Argonian light cavalry, but he would be just on the end here. So there's my general right there. He's got his beautiful headdress and he is ready for battle. So I've got the 2 cav on one flank and my general on the other. And then let's take a look at the enemy army compositions here. So looks like he's got a couple of units of Dres light infantry on this flank, so that'll be facing my general in the trees. And then the bulk of his army is kind of packed in the center here, so he's got 4 units of Dres bowmen. And then I think 3 units of Dres spears. Nope, 4 units. And then he has 4 units of Dres men-at-arms, so a good heavy infantry. And then he has 2 units of Dres javelineers. And then he's got his general, which is the Dres slave hunters. And if we just zip across and swing around here, there's the general right there, ready for battle. So yeah, it's not a very long battle, but it's pretty epic, and I was so excited to get some Elder Scrolls content on my channel. Now, you guys will notice that there is no music. That's just because it is Elder Scrolls friendly. Or, not really Elder Scrolls friendly, but it does pull right from, you know, Elder Scrolls games. So I can't really put that on my channel just because a lot of my videos are monetized. But without further ado, let us begin. Oh, and I'm sorry, I forgot to show the cavalry for our Adams97. So it's got 3 units of these Dres cavalry, and they're riding on these monsters. I have seen them in the game, but I forgot what exactly they're called. But yeah, we'll see them up close in battle as well. So right away, it looks like our Adams97, he's going to be moving forwards his Dres bowmen. Now, his archers are better than mine. So I'm not going to be able to sit back because I will be skirmished to death. I really like the touch with the, you know, the arrow packs kind of out the sides. That's really cool looking. But in the absence of the sound, at least we can listen to the marching footsteps of the great House Dres. You can see over here that he's rushing forwards these 2 units of light infantry. I've got my general bodyguard kind of over onto the flanks because I don't really want to engage them head on, and I'm sending my 1 unit of Shadowscales to deal with both of these units, which is something that they definitely will be able to handle. My Argonian hunters, they're starting to get cut down quite easily here. You can see they're just being ripped apart by the Dres bowmen. But they are trying to fire back with whatever they can. And at this moment, I do realize that I'm going to have to push forward, so you can see my spears are rushing to try to get into melee. But they are being focused down as well. And I think the Argonian spearmen are less elite than the Dres spearmen. Oh my goodness, just losing tens of Argonians just moving forwards to this engagement. We are going to get the charge off, though, which is good. Very nice. So the battle has begun. You can see that our Adams 97, he's smartly pulling his Dres bowman back out of the way. And one of my units of Argonian spearmen, I'm flanking around to engage these Dres men-at-arms. And I'm quickly pushing my Argonian men-at-arms to relieve my spears because they are already getting quite depleted. I've got my Shadowscales over here. It looks like they're going to be charged by the cavalry, which was really frustrating, but they will hold their own in melee. And I did realize that he had the cavalry advantage, so what I'm doing is I'm going to catch these 2 heavy cavalry units with my light cavalry, because my light cavalry is faster. And then I've actually deployed my elite clan warriors over here to give me the edge against the Dres cavalry. So you can see I've also done the same thing over here. Jumping around to the other side, you can see that the Shadowscales are in melee with the Dres light infantry, and my general is coming for a nice rear charge. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, that's going to break that unit right away. So I was really happy to see that. These Shadowscales are pulling their weight. How many have they lost so far? They're down to 82, but victory seems certain. Over here, you can see that my Argonian spearmen are routing, but my Argonian men-at-arms are holding quite strongly. I'm sorry that I can't remove the HUD. Medieval 2 is just a little bit too old to have that feature. But as long as my Argonian men-at-arms can hold, we will be able to win the battle. If we look, enemies killed 46%, he's killed 36 of me, and his general already is in melee as well. But yes, you can see that I've run my general into all of his archers, so he's quickly retreating his general to try to catch my general. But I'm going to turn my archers and fire into the backs of these slave hunters. Yes, there I go. I'm starting to fire in against them. Let's run over and take a look at the cavalry engagements. So yeah, my Shadowscales are just slaughtering these Dres cavalry with the help of the elite clan warriors. And then over here as well, it's kind of the same story. And actually, we've already broken this unit of Dres cavalry down to 9 men. So yeah, these elite clan warriors really helped turn the tide. But I was actually super impressed that my Argonian men-at-arms were holding for so long, just given the fact that I think the Dres men-at-arms are of a better caliber, or a better quality. But you can see that one of these units of men-at-arms really isn't even melee at this point. And I'm just kind of using that to my advantage and just firing on them with what's left of my bowmen. They are thinning out my ranks, though. Over here you can see the Argonian men-at-arms getting pushed back quite a bit. How we looking on this side? The Shadowscales Just wrapping up the rest of the Dres light infantry. For my general, I think he is still fighting some of the bowmen and the Dres slave hunters. Wonder where the general is here. Where is the general? Oh, there he is.
The enemy general is dead. We have sent the idiot to hell.
So
My
yes,
lord,
we were able to kill the general. So the rest of these slave hunters are going to be shaken at this point. Getting some friendly fire with my archers, though. I probably should have stopped the fighting there. This is my general right here. You can see the Argonian with the headdress. Oh, he's getting fired upon by the archers, though. Really have to be careful with that. So he's fighting away over there. And yes, just a massive chain rout by these Dres javeliners. Oh, and there goes my general right at the end of the battle. He was slain. I think probably by my own archers as well. But yeah, all of them have retreated at this point. So let's see. Kills 1,400 and kills for me 2,500. He actually did field more men, but it's possible that you know, my Shadowscales and my elite clan warriors saved the day. Let's take a look and see. Argonian light cav 442, Shadowscales 177. But it looks like my men at arms are probably what held the victory for me. 237, 139, 167, 161. And even my archers as well getting some decent kills. Clan warriors surprisingly not getting that many kills, but they did help win the cavalry engagement, which was a huge plus. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this battle. Like I said, if any of you guys have this mod, please reach out to me so that we can play some battles and get it up on the channel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you'd like to see more content in the future, and I will see you in the next one.